Mate crime is where somebody targets an individual with the intention of setting out to be their friend. But the friendship is not a true friendship. The intention is to take advantage, to exploit the vulnerability of that person.
Vulnerability is anybody who is in a situation which puts them in a vulnerable place. That could be any number of reasons. It could be homelessness, it could be disability, it could be physical disability or learning disability, it could be that they've had a recent breakup of a marriage, it could be domestic violence. It's really a broad spectrum that could make anybody vulnerable.
I'm John Phillips. I run John's Club, it's a charity for people with learning difficulties. Mate crime does happen on the island and it affects people quite badly. The thing is the person who's having the crime done to them wants the friendship, and they will pay for friendship because they're trying to fit into the community. They want to be part of, and if they struggle to get friends, then if they can get friends by giving them something, they will. And it is a real thing that's happening more and more and more and more. The council put people out in the community. It needs to be safeguardings for that.
So services need to look at the factors that can increase a person's vulnerability to hate crime and to mate crime, which is lack of independence, lack of control over their money, limited opportunities to develop relationships, becoming very socially isolated within services, spending time in services that are very inward looking. All of those are factors that can contribute to increasing that person's vulnerability. It's not their disability that creates the vulnerability, it's the environment sometimes that contribute to that.
We provide here a safe environment for people to come to. It gives them a purpose, a meaning to life. It's about being with their friends, being with their peers, talking through their problems with people. It's so important that people come to places like this. They feel safe. They've got their friends here, they've got members of staff that they know that they can go to, talk through any problems that they've got, especially where mate crime's concerned, because places such as these are so important that people get that level of support that they need.
It's a very social area that we work in here. It's a very social farm, so it's a very relaxed atmosphere. So it means people are able to talk. It frees them up to be able to feel that they can come and discuss anything with us.
I think people's perceptions of people with learning disabilities have changed over the years. You know, they're much more accepted in today's society, as people would like to call it. You know, and people are out in the community. For example, in our shop that we have in Ryde, we have excellent customers that come in, they understand the clients, they understand their needs, yet we'll have one or two of the occasional ones that come in and tut and tap, and because they're taking too long or they shouldn't be served by someone with a learning disability. So we've come across that in work.
I get on really well with I am at the moment. I've been so good with them. I help, I tidy up, what things I do, like ask me to do, I do it. I won't say no. I get on well with it.
We love it. It's good experience for us for when we want to get a proper job.
Service providers should be engaging more with the people that are using their services to provide that sort of education and understanding around good relationships and bad relationships, and how to recognise when relationships aren't so good.
What I would try to do is, it's easy for me because I can say, I would encourage them to come to our People First group, where I do regularly talks about it, and then they can, if they're in a group that like that, they quite often will say in that group, oh, so and so's going out with me tonight, and you can pick up things.
It is a crime, and the police will deal with it as a crime. Clearly, with regards to a vulnerable person, if there are vulnerabilities, then we would deal with that as we come across it, really. If there is a need to engage with other agencies to make sure that that person's properly supported through that criminal process, then if there are the agencies there to support that process, it's really important that we engage with them.
My name is Pete. I work here on a number. I get paid to work here. Come with friends of mine, come down to my flat, took my money and walked to the bank. Oh, we'd be like to take you to Southampton to see your mum and auntie or something. And they took my money out, took my card off me, down my card and know my PIN number and took 290 quid off me. And I got really upset and I went and spoke to my support worker and I contacted the police, and the police took that chap to the court, and then
it's important to have your own freedom and to be able to feel that you can safely go out into the community by yourself if you're able to. You shouldn't be restricted, and to enable them to do this is very important. It's a very good skill. It brings self-esteem as well as like social skills to it. It's something that's very important to us, and it's very important to them as well.
The more socially isolated that person is, the less opportunities there is for building positive relationships, and the less opportunity there is for recognition. So if people are so cosseted in service land all the time, that actually can increase a person's vulnerability.
I had a friend, well, who I thought was my friend, and obviously she wasn't, asking me for money, and stupidly I gave it to her and I never got the money back. And obviously she wasn't that good friend, because she left me, she left me to go somewhere else, so I was left on my own, didn't know where I was or anything, so she sort of kind of abandoned me.
They feel isolated, they feel that they haven't got anyone to turn to, they feel they haven't got anyone that they can speak to, and that's when they are more likely to be exploited by people who are perpetrators of hate crime.
She wasn't the kind of friend that I thought she was, so I kind of sort of stopped talking to her and stopped seeing her, and decided to just have friends that are going to be there for me and not abandon you for no apparent reason.
Nick, do you want to come and chase them in? No.
It was set up as a complimentary service, somewhere for my service users, my clients, if they wish to be able to come down to a safe environment to either sit here and have a chat and have a cup of coffee and do nothing, or get involved with the animal husbandry or planting and growing things. It's been an amazingly relaxing place.
There's no phones, there's no electricity down here at the moment, so there's no Facebook, there's no internet. People come down and we're not taking things away from them, but we're actually giving them something else to take that place. I've seen a few examples in the past of mate crime, particularly with youngsters with learning difficulties. They're so often, they are so keen and so passionate about, they want to be be included, to be the same as everybody else. They want to feel the same as everyone else. It looks like they are doing something they're not, and they will do what they need to do, what they think they need to do, to be their friends.
The police's perspective is that we've really got to deal with this in the right manner, to be able to provide strength to the victim, to give them that empowerment, so that they know that we're here to help them, but most importantly that they feel empowered, because otherwise if we don't deal with it properly, the impact that it could have on a vulnerable person is huge.
How do we educate people to know what it is, to recognise the difference between a good friendship and a bad friendship. And that's not easy to do, but I think there needs to be more education, more awareness offered to people with learning disabilities.
I know the signs of when someone's trying to take advantage and pretend to be a mate, and I only sort of really, I would know if they weren't, you know, if they're trying to take advantage than they're actually trying to be friends. So
see if you could sort it out yourself first. If you couldn't, then maybe ask someone for help or advice to give you.
My advice would be to just talk to people, talk to your family, talk to whoever support, you know, your social worker, your support worker. If it's serious, talk to the police. Talk online. There's various websites which you can report it to, and there's, like, you know, various online support networks that you can chat to online, as well as social media. Maybe talk to your best friends, or yeah.
If it works out, it works out, and if it doesn't, it doesn't. It's the way life goes, I think.
It happens an awful lot, and it does need to be dealt with.